Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to another video, another Marvel Snap gameplay, and also welcome back to another season of Marvel Snap. That's right, we have now, our new season is called What If, and there are some pretty cool cards. Maybe not the season pass. That's why I've decided not to get the season pass this time around because, ongoing. It's a 4/3, which is okay, I guess. And it says ongoing. Add this card's power to your back row. Like, when it means back row, I think it's the back row. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, are they talking about the cards on the left side of your hand? To your back row cards here, or is it like on the location? I don't know, man. This card's just confusing to me, so I didn't purchase the season pass. However, I did use up one of my spotlight keys. I did just get a spotlight key, and I managed to pull the brand new spotlight card, Goliath, a 2-cost, 1-power card, and it says ongoing plus 1 power for each other ongoing card you have in play. Basically, he's kind of like a cheaper version of Blue Marvel or Captain America. I don't know. There's a couple cards. Now, I kind of have an idea for how I can go ahead and make, for what kind of deck to make. Although I might consider using an auto build, but I don't know. It's an ongoing card, so there's a lot of different things you could do with this. But this is our very first card of the season, and maybe our last. I don't know, because there's still the Snap Packs feature that I hope comes out this month, because then otherwise I'm gonna have to wait until June. But anyways, so for this new ongoing deck, although I gotta check my deck slots. Okay, we got 2 left, so we're good. Do we have any auto builds? I think we're good. I think most of these I've created. On my own. I don't think we need the Auto Gorgon, right? Yeah, I don't think we need that. Gorgon's an okay card. It's not my favorite. So we can get rid of this Auto Gorgon deck because we don't need it. So now we have 3 more deck slots. So let's get started. We're gonna get 1 cost, and we're gonna go ongoing. To start, I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go Ant-Man, and then I'm also thinking of potentially going Howard the Duck, so we can see all the cards that are coming out. Next, for our 2s, we're gonna add the newest guy, Goliath, and then potentially, Mojo would be kind of cool if both sides here are full, plus 6. What is Gorgon? We could also do, I don't know about Goose. Cerebro's not bad. I think we could do Cerebro. Your highest power cards here have plus 2. I think we're gonna do, let's do, because oh wait a second. With 1 or less, hold on. Oh, Ravonna Renslayer. We could get this guy out early, potentially. Well, maybe not early, but we can still get him on the board for a lot cheaper and then play him with other cards. That's not a bad idea, actually. So we'll add Ravonna Renslayer. That's pretty good. That's a good start. Now for 3s, I'm not gonna try to do like this is not necessarily going to be a filler deck, kind of like the Moonstone. But just to be safe, though, I am going to play Luke Cage, and then Punisher. Should we bring back Punisher? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've played this card. So I think potentially this is an OG right here. So I don't know. Maybe I should play this one. Or this also. Jean Grey. Okay, so there's a G. So we have Jean Grey. I don't know. Probably not. We have Mystique to copy another ongoing ability, right? So we could play Mystique for sure. To copy either one of the other guys. Mr. Fantastic probably for location. Location, not stealing, but securing any other locations on the board. So we'll do that. Right? I think that's good. I think that's pretty dang solid. Now we still got our 4s, 5s, and 6. So for 4s, I'm thinking we go... Ooh, War Machine. War Machine could probably be good. I haven't used that card in a while either. I used to have a War Machine deck, but I don't know. I just haven't played it as much. So, let's get Moonstone in. And then, who should be our other? Because I think if we get access to War Machine, we can play at any other locations that cannot be played. I don't know. It would be interesting. Or Omega Red. Well, we already have Mr. Fantastic to log in, but just to be safe, I'll put Omega Red in there. So Moonstone, Omega Red, and then for our 5s, we're gonna go for the 5 costs. We're gonna go Blue Marvel, right? And then for our other 5er, I'm going to be using Agamotto. I'm going to be playing Agamotto for this particular deck because if we get cards like Bolts of Bolthok, it's the card that gives you +4 energy. We could potentially get a lot more ongoing cards on the board. And then for the last pick, for the last pick for our 6-cost cards, no, we're not done. For our 6-cost card, we're gonna roll with. We're gonna do Ultron. Even though this is not necessarily. Even though this isn't necessarily like a. Even though this isn't necessarily like a filler deck, like I said, it's still going to be good to have Ultron just to fill in any extra spaces and try to come back. So, I like where this is going. Let's get the cosmetics going here. What are we thinking? So, I think for Goliath, we want to do... What card back is going to fit the situation? I don't think a Spider-Man deck is going to work. We could use one of the ones from the previous season. But I don't think I will do that. We do have Agamotto. The Eye of Agamotto, but I don't know if I want to just be using that all the time. So maybe we could use... This one was from last season, Brave New World. Or not last. This one was from Brave New World, so I could use that. Yeah, I'll use that one. Why not? And then icon-wise, we're gonna go with... We're not running Iron Man. I want to try and not use the Agamotto icons and stuff too much. Do I have a Punisher icon? I think I do. If not, that is okay. We'll pick something else. Oh, we have a Blue Marvel. Let's bring the old Blue Marvel icon back. Why not? All right. And then deck name. What are we going to call this? I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But let's switch to the newest deck. We'll play a couple rounds and we'll see how we do. And I'll give you guys my overall thoughts about the cards. So, ooh, nice. First things first, we got Moonstone. We have Ravonna Renslayer. And then we also have Omega Red and Mr. Fantastic. Now, we don't have anything to play this starting turn, so it is going to be kind of difficult to try to get stuff on the board. However, if we can get Ravonna down... Oh, wait a second. This could be huge. And... no. Okay. Not the best start, but... But at least this gives us a chance to get Mr. Fantastic on the board first thing. And then next turn... well, we already have Goliath in our hand too. So I guess we could also play that. But I kind of want to get him cheaper. Okay, so they're rolling with cards like Angela and Mantis. So, very curious to see what they're going to pull out this time. Your cards, okay. Ooh. Wait a sec. So now, check this out. It's already turn 3. So do we play... I wanted to put Bolts, but maybe... at least now, we can get him and Omega Red on the board. So let's do that. Let's play Bolts next. And then next turn we'll be able to start filling out even more stuff and try to get a win. I may potentially, if this doesn't work, I might add cards like Patriot or something to add, like for Ultron. So we're gonna get the Bolts for extra energy. Mr. Fantastic, boom. So now we have 9 energy. So we could go Luke Cage for sure. Or, let's do this. Omega Red into Goliath into Moonstone. Okay, so they're going the Devil Dinosaur route. Okay, we got the Moonstone in. We have Mystique, so now we could play... have the Moonstone copy Mystique, and then Luke Cage. Or do we go... let's do that. Luke Cage here, Howard here, and boom, we've secured it. There we go, nice. Now Omega Red's gonna start activating his stuff. Luke Cage. And then now into Howard the Duck. 7 power.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, so they're doubling Iron Man. Oh man, that's not good. As long as we could win left and right, I'm okay with that. And we did! Nice! Our first win!
Victory.
Let's go, baby! That's a good start, y'all. I'm gonna clear... okay, just checking. The time. But we got a first win. Let's freaking go. We're going to play one more round, maybe two. And we're going to see how this goes. By the way, if you guys haven't seen my season ranking for Prehistoric Avengers, check it out. Super duper awesome. Okay, we got temporal manipulation and images, and then Howard the Duck. Ooh, wait. Should I have put magic? Maybe I should have put magic or some other location changer. But that's why, wait. That's why we have the Luke Cage. That's what Luke Cage is for. Hold on. If we could get him next turn, we might not have to worry about cards losing power. So Agamotto's on the board now. We have Mr. Fantastic. Ant-Man. Ant-Man joins the fray. I think it might be safer though. Well, we could still play them both. I think if we could secure... Alright, let's see. Mr. Howard the Duck, what you got for us? Ooh, we get Goliath next turn. Nice. We don't have Ravonna Renslayer, so we can't necessarily... Okay, I already got both my winners out, so we can't necessarily play that. But I think if we could get the Luke Cage, I might start playing cards on that left side. But I think for now, it's going to be a bit tricky. Ah, okay, I'm glad it wasn't my, Oh, no! Ah! My apologies for screaming, guys, but... Dang, my opponent freaking played Quake. Oh, that's tough, y'all. We need the Luke Cage, we need, like... We need Blue Marvel. We need something that could power up the rest of the other cards, otherwise it's gonna be tough... It's going to be tough to pull off. We do have the Ultron next turn. So Ant-Man would be able to get his boost. But sadly, this might be kind of difficult. We're already into turn 4. I think by turn 5. So what do we got right now? A 4 power. Okay, we get bolts next turn. That's not bad. So I think I'm going to play this. Because it's kind of really the only option we have right now. Is just to play that. Now they're hitting me with a debris and a scorpion. Ow. Okay, so now we got enough energy to go. We have 10, so let's go Ultron into, I guess, Ultron into that. Right? Because then Ant-Man would at least get his power. I don't know. This might be tough. This might be tough to beat. 23. Yeah, that's going to be... Oh! No.
There's no strings on me.
Oh my god, we won!
Victory.
Okay, I gotta close out the YouTube app. I was watching a YouTube video, but oh my goodness, we actually freaking won that. We actually won! Despite the odds. Oh my goodness, y'all. We're cooking. This deck is cooking. This deck is literally cooking right now. 2 wins in a row, baby. All it takes is 1 card, you guys, to win. 1 card could turn the tables. Alright, here we go. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see. First location. Ooh, okay. Giving us our Ant-Man right off the rip. And we also get Goliath next turn. So we get Ant-Man on the board now. Not too shabby, guys. Not too shabby of a start. And then we get Goliath. Wait, what? Ah! Oh, the Electra, no. We're gonna have Mr. Fantastic anyways next, so I'm not super worried about that. Oh, I should have played him mid. That would have been safer. That's okay. We do have 2 power. Let's go. What do we say? Oh no, that's bad. Mr. Fantastic. So we really only have options. Okay, what is this person doing? Do they not realize? Yeah, they don't realize. So play that. Boom, boom. Not the best. I think if we go Luke Cage, we have images too, so we could potentially. But I don't want to play that early, so we'll go Ravonna. We still haven't. We still don't have cards like Blue Marble, where we haven't even got any of the spells besides Images of Icon. Alright, here we go. Blue Marvel. So I'll probably play that, and then our last turn we will go. Ah! I still have a bunch of videos I gotta delete. Okay, there we go. My apologies, guys, for the sudden stop there. My phone stopped recording because it was running low on storage, but luckily I got rid of the older videos that I made, and now we can continue. So I played a couple matches using Goliath, and I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty good. However, I have been running into an issue where he hasn't been appearing in the hand as much, so I am kind of starting to think that maybe perhaps, because the Ravonna is good, but I'm kind of starting to think that if we could potentially make him, or if there's a way where we could pull him out from our deck, I think it'd be good. If we add another card that can draw, like Crystal, I think Crystal might be a good option. So we could at least draw something, right? Or we maybe do, what's that card? Either Blink or Lockjaw. I'll show you guys the 2 cards I'm talking about. But when I did, after, like during that game that I just finished up, I ended up winning an AQ cube game using this deck. So it's pretty good. But like I said, I have been noticing the last few times that I've been playing with this card, it doesn't appear in the hand as much as I like it. So we're gonna play one more time, and if not, I will have to make some changes. And see, so this is probably gonna be like the last round I do for right now. And then I don't know, I'll just give you my okay. Luckily we don't have any we have the to start, but usually I want all of my cards to be revealed, so we are going to skip this turn. And then we're gonna play, we have Ravonna, so well, Ant-Man's a 1/2, so we could essentially play him for free. We can play Ant-Man on the board for free along with any other card. So that's kind of a big deal if we could do that. So we can play Ant-Man and Mystique, I assume. Or because I mean, I don't think it would make too much sense to play Mystique right off the rip. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna get this started. But if not, guys, I think, or Adam Warlock, actually, maybe that's what I might have to do. Switch out with Adam Warlock, in place of Because, again, Ravonna Renslayer is good, but we need Adam Warlock to draw cards. So, we got the Moonstone, so we'll play that. Not the best situation here. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stick with the deck that I built entirely, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. So we got Omega Red. I think this would be kind of a good way to play Mystique, right? Secure that. We do have the Ultron too, so either way we could play Ultron as well to kind of give him a little boost. Because then Ant-Man will get his buff, and then also Ultron would even, yeah. But yeah, you'll probably notice that I don't have cards like Brood. That is because, as I mentioned earlier, this is not a filler deck. The Moonstone deck that I have, that is focused on location for me. This one, not so much. Now, is this deck just as good as Moonstone's? No, not necessarily. I do feel like it still has some flaws. We did win the game, which is good. However, I am probably going to make a couple of changes, mostly with the twos. I think instead of going Ravonna, I'm going to replace her with Adam Warlock, because we might have a better chance. Because think of it this way, guys. If we... So let's go our twos. Like, think of it this way. If we... Think of it this way. If we were to put Adam Warlock on a location where, on a winning location, we could potentially pull out Goliath and have him on the board more often with Adam Warlock. So, if there's one card that I would probably sacrifice, I think I would get rid of Mystique, because while it would be nice to have Mystique in play, I don't really think it is necessary. So we're gonna get rid of Mystique and we're gonna replace it with Adam Warlock. So yeah, I mean, because the other clip I did was about 21 minutes. You know what? Frick it. Let's do one more. We're gonna run it now that we've mixed. Now that I've switched out Mystique. So if we can get Adam Warlock and then play another card where he's winning, I think we might have a chance at pulling Goliath a lot more. But we'll see. We got Temporal Manipulation. Adam Warlock right off the rip. That's a good sign. So we just got to play him at a good location. So we can play Temporal right now. We can play Temporal. It's all good. To get him on the board. And then now we have access to Adam Warlock this next turn. So we're pretty much... And a card from each player's after turn 5. So maybe do we want to add something here? And then Mr. Fantastic on mid? Perhaps? Right? That'll probably be the better bet. Why did they play a Hulkbuster? They didn't have anything to merge. Wait, that doesn't make no sense. 6 cost cards will cost 1 less. So we'll get Mr. Fantastic. We'll play him where Adam Warlock is. And the next turn, we will probably hit... Let's see. Come on. Okay, Ant-Man. That's not a bad pick. But I was definitely hoping for... Now, here's the deal. Do we want to play Omega Red for safety? I think we might want to. we're gonna kind of have to, because I really want to try to pull. So if we could keep building these other locations up, and then trying to add, because all we really need is just the Goliath. We got the Luke Cage, but that's not what we need. Okay, there we go. We got Goliath. So what we could do in this case is play Goliath. Then I say we play Ant-Man, and then we could do Ravonna. Now, if we don't get Ultron next turn, we can play Blue Marvel. And I think right now we're in a pretty good place. And this one location, actually, I hope it does pull the Blue Marvel, because we might potentially be good. If it pulls the Winds of Platoon, that's even better. Okay, what is it gonna pull? And it pulls the Winds of Platoon. Okay, so it's gonna move away one of the other cards. However, it is going to make it harder for, oh no, the Heimdall. Ooh, okay. That's gonna be rough. So now we need something to pull. We've got the Goliath out. That's what matters. But now we're gonna need something to... We're gonna need a little something here. Or should I just do Agamotto? No, that's not gonna be the smartest move, because I think... Oh no, I think regardless it's still gonna be tough. I don't know, guys. I mean, right now, 5 power Goliath, that's still good. Ooh, on second thought, this is going to be really tough to try to beat. Okay, that's a step forward in some sense, but we lost. Oh boy, Ultron, where were you? Yeah, this is a very rocky deck. I mean, I am glad I got to bust out Goliath, but it would be nice to at least have him sooner so we could play him on turn 2, or at least earlier if we get if we get a location that reduces the cost. That would be even better. But we get Howard the Duck. Actually, Howard the Duck is a perfect tool because we could see everything that's going on. We can get a read of what's happening. So Howard the Duck is going to trigger. Let's see. Okay, so next card is Images of Icon. Not ideal. We don't have anything to play, so that is going to be tougher for us. So now we got to see what the next card is. Okay, Ant-Man. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, Ant-Man's not too shabby, but we need... Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. We get Goliath next turn. I just wish we would have been able to get him sooner, but at least this will make it somewhat better. So you could play Goliath here, or should we play Omega Red and then try to shoot for Goliath the next turn? Right, we could do Goliath and then maybe Omega Red next turn. We need to make sure we're winning that side though, because then otherwise it's not going to make too much sense. So they moved. Okay, so we may... Oh, never mind. I played a multiple man there, so that is going to be tough. Yep. So that location's disabled. But I think if we could at least try to lock in Omega Red, or should we do Blue Marvel? Blue Marvel would be better because everybody's going to get a boost, right? Yeah. Blue Marvel would be the better alternative. It's not going to be as crazy, but I think... Okay, as long as we can get... Yeah. I think as long as we can win... As long as we can win the left and right side, I think we should be set. Because Omega Red's at 3. Or no. Maybe I should have played him on another side. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute. We got it. Oh my goodness, y'all. We did it. We freaking did it. We won left and right. That is good. With 5 power. That is not too shabby, y'all. Well, there it is. That is going to be the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below what you think about the card. In my personal opinion, I think he's a solid card. See, if you have a Spotlight Key, I would use it. Otherwise, as far as these two, I don't know. But if you manage to get Goliath in your first Spotlight Key, you're pretty lucky. Otherwise, if not, guys, I would just wait until snap packs come, which hopefully is, I believe, when's the 15th? Or is it like, I think it's like later. No, I think it's like April 27th or something. I gotta look back at, but if it's in April, like later down the line this month, I would just wait for snap packs to come out, because you might have a chance at pulling this card and all these other ones. So yeah, if you're wondering what snap packs are, go check out my Khonshu. When I made a deck with Khonshu, check that video out so you can kind of learn more about the snap packs feature. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.